Yo, oh no. Chad, I can already, I'm addicted to Factorio, man. I'm not gonna lie, I sat down and was like, man, I love Tainted Grail. I can't wait to play more Act 3. I really want to play Factorio. Damn it. It's always a tumultuous time as a professional gamer when you 100% want to play multiple games. Because, oh my god, I'm still loving the hell out of this too. So, I wonder if can I stream? I could probably play Tainted Grail on this computer and then on my streaming machine play Factorio and then stream that to Cohh. That would work, right? Okay. All right. But we're not doing this because that's probably gonna, yeah, we're not doing that. We just got a whole bunch of info here. In fact, I think we still need to talk to this dude. Whoa. Took your wine, bro. Sorry. Boop. Okay. What's down here? Oh, how are you not gonna put anything under the cool ass bridge in like the final area? Wait. Okay, maybe not. Cool. Play Tainted Grail with a dance pad in Factorio normally. Man, y'all want to hear something crazy that somebody told me? I got a multi-paragraph DM after the stream this morning. And basically what they did was they mathed out how much I'm losing by not using red production modules in a lot of my stuff. And they finally ended on, dude, you're resource starved. Like, you should be using prod modules in everything. And I looked at that DM for a second, and I just went, he's right. Like, how many resources have I wasted? No. Like, oh God, all that oil I could have saved. All those resources I could have saved. So anyway, needless to say, when we get back, when we start up our next Factorio stream, we'll have some work to do. Yeah. We'll see. We'll make it work. I was going to go out and keep adventuring, but I think we have a lot to talk to him about. Let's get all caught up with him. So what we found out at the last stream is, I love how these are fast. Are these fast travel things? Dude, they look so similar. What we found out last stream is that King Arthur wrote some treaties with the Dalrita, and what they essentially said is, and this is kind of cool about this game, I like that they did this. We could just walk through this door right now and skip this entire act. If we decided to, in fact, I'm going to save it, we can literally just walk up to this door, not get the permission from the tribes, and just do this. Or maybe it's not up here. I don't even know where it is. In fact, no, I don't want to do it yet. We're going to save it. But I think that's freaking cool. Now, he specifically told us, he's like, you could do that, or, what does that do? Or you can, do the work to get all the tribes on your side, which is, of course, what we're going to do. But, yeah. Tell me more about the Gunvalder tribe.
What can I tell you? We're gone. Only a few of us are left, scattered across all of Avalon. I'm still here, and so is One Eye. He's convinced he can take Camelot with a handful of hot-headed youngsters. Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave, proud, and deeply connected to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us. I won't tell you more than that. I don't want to. I can't. All of this is still too fresh for me, too raw.
How do you know King Arthur is with me?
King Arthur? His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvalder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Camelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes.
So Shaveslat says, thoughts on how Embark has been handling all the issues with Arc Raiders. Zero transparency, the patch notes have been a joke. Stuff as simple as achievements have been broken across all platforms since launch. Sir Shaveslot, here is what I can safely say now after with all the time that has passed since Arc Raiders release. Arc Raiders is doing well and is popular despite Embark. Embark is really dropping the ball. They basically caught lightning in a bottle, and they have been so slow in addressing issues, addressing balancing, fixing systems that were clearly designed just poorly. I've said frequently that Arc Raiders development is 90% awesome and 10% what the actual are you doing. And I hate to say that percentage is starting to grow on the what the are you doing side. Like, yeah, and someone just in my chat said, it got me going back to Tarkov. Dude, people have been DMing me with how upset they are about Arc Raiders. Like, it's wild. So it's very frustrating. As somebody who likes Arc Raiders, like, there's a lot of stuff in there now that it's just like, how is, like, what are you even doing over there? Belovic says, what did they do? It's more about what they're not doing. A lot of people are starting to realize that Embark is not good at fixing small bugs. And not only that, they fix bugs in patch notes and then they just aren't fixed. So, I mean, I will say this. There is one group right now that is absolutely loving this. And let me tell you this right now. Embark may be the reason that Marathon is successful. And I'm going to stand by that. Embark's poor performance on Arc Raiders as a live service is going to dramatically increase the amount of players who are willing to try Marathon. And for every player that potentially tries it, definitely some of those are going to play it long term. So, like, every week that goes by, I'm starting to think that Marathon has more of a chance of surviving. And not even because I'm not like, I still have all the same issues I have with Marathon, but like, I was thinking that by the time Marathon was going to get here, that Arc Raiders was going to be a fine-tuned PvPvE extraction experience. I thought that when Marathon got here, it was going to be like, dude, I thought when Marathon got here, we were all going to say Marathon doesn't have a chance because look how far Arc Raiders is ahead of them. That is not going to be the case. That is not going to be the case. If anything, like, people are starting to get frustrated and they are leaving Arc Raiders and they're waiting for the next thing. So, and here's Marathon here in a month and a half. And it's like, delaying Marathon may have been the smartest decision Bungie ever made. But we'll see. I mean, this is all just early conjecture, but like, we'll see. We'll see, man. Yeah. Our Soul says, Suzu, how do you reply to everyone so fast? Sorry, just amazed at the speed and reaction time of your work. So, funny story, Our Soul. I was one of the earliest adapters of AI. Suzu's just a chat GBT bot. Yeah, he's actually not even a real person. He's gonna say things to convince you otherwise, but no, he's just a client. Yeah. No human could respond that fast, right, Suzu? It's impossible. Suzu says, sure. No. Suzu is awesome. One of the reasons Suzu has become such a pillar in our community is just because of how helpful they are. They kind of, Suzana Hara, in many ways, kind of embodies everything we're trying to do here. So we appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, man. No, but to answer your question, he's just great. He's great at what he does. Yep, that's all it comes down to. He's great at what he does. He's a fantastic moderator. How many tribes are there?
As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ufra, and the Tyge. Each one with its role. Each one with its problems.
I'm also going to tell you a little real talk here. When Suzu first joined the team, I had an actual long... Uh-oh, can you say right? Good. And one of the things that we were talking about is there is no possible way that someone as helpful as Suzu is going to survive like more than 6 months. No, like nobody could be as, like, the second we brought him in as a mod, we're like, he's going to burn out like after, like, nobody Nobody could last. And that was like, what is that now, Suzu? 5 years ago? 6, 7? I don't even know. It just never stopped. It's never stopped. Yep. But yeah, it's been like 6 or 7 years now, I think, and it's just, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, tell me about the Volker.
The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely.
Despair, chat. Tell me about the Svein.
The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me. Dangerous enough for us to keep our distance.
Somebody said, but what about the other mods? Dude, every moderator on this channel, especially our new 24-hour mods, all the regular mods, like, if a mod is here for more than a year, there is a really, really good reason they're still around. In fact, we've had a lot of mods not make it a year. It's not. You think moderating's easy, but then when you realize how much I stream and how much work it actually is, it's relatively daunting. Yeah, it's a lot. So Nuriel is a pillar of our community. Absolutely, she's one of our first mod, one of our top mods right now. Absolutely. But yeah, just it's been awesome. Except that Barry guy. We'll talk about that another time. Okay. Tell me about the Ulfir.
The Ulfra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent.
Oh.
No word from their chieftain,
Jeez.
No sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen.
Bro, you lived in a place called the Haunted Keep? I feel like that could have... Anyway, tell me about the Thode.
Mages. Clever, but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all, even the ones who've lost their way.
Oh.
Yes? Who have you managed to...
Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, man, we got a ton to do now. Hey, Barry, if you're there, I actually just saw your DM about the input thing. I will totally do that. Thank you, dude. What is this? Volume controller? Oh, hell yeah, give me that. This may be exactly what I was looking for. Cool. What's a cat? Oh no, I just updated Stream Deck! Without checking with Barry. Oh, I hope. Well, we're gonna know real soon if that was a problem or not. Okay. Let's go up to Divided We Fall. Well, I'm seeing if I can find this thing. Oh, here we go. Volume controller. Output device control. Whoa, this is cool. One sec, chat. If Barry actually found a fix to this, I'm gonna be so happy. Oh, whoa, what is all this shit? Oh, dude, this might be Barry, I think you might have fixed it. Hold on, let me see if this actually is the case. So for those that don't know what's going on, I've been running into this issue for years. Where every time I have a meeting, my microphone changes its sound setting in my computer, and constantly everyone afterward is like, "Hey, why is your mic quiet? Why is your mic quiet?" So I've tried everything, and it has just not worked. So it should be a little quieter now. Let me see here real quick. Did this work? Oh my God, it works. Barry, you beautiful bastard. Thank you so much. Okay. So I wonder if I can set that button I wonder if I can set that button to auto hit every 15 minutes. We'll have to see. I'll play with it. Oh, man. McTriple says, Cohh, have you thought about having NE meetings?
Nani?
Sorry, what? What are NE meetings? Oh, have you thought about having no meeting? No. Especially these days, dude. Oh, my God. Dude, I had a meeting yesterday with another VO for Emberville, and, oh, man. Y'all are in for a ride. Nice. Sorry, it's been asked before. I noticed you're on a list of streamers to watch for No Rest for the Wicked Twitch drops. I'm wondering when you were planning to play it. Oh, so I think, funny you say that. I think that list was released today. I just accepted a sponsored thing for No Rest. I am super excited to return to that game. So I'm guessing it's part of that. I haven't gotten all the details on it yet. But essentially they were like, hey, do you want to check out the big new patch with co-op? And I was like, you are damn right I do. That'd be great. So, yeah, we're going to be checking that out soon. What's up here? Oh, we got to see what this is. Yeah, I've played No Rest for the Wicked multiple times, and each time we've played it, there's been like sizable new massive changes. So I'm very excited to return to it. Moon Studios is kicking ass with that game. Now, if they could only get Thomas under control on Twitter, we'd be great. Ew. The Avalon Crimes number 71. Most readers know the legend, a woman who helped mistreat wives take care of their husbands and built a tidy business doing so. Whoa. Jeez, dude. Crimes and crimes. What was that talk about, Thomas? Oh, it's complete jokes. One of the designers for No Rest for the Wicked is named Thomas Mailer, and I follow him on Twitter. And when I first started following him, like, super interesting game dev stuff, just like, you know, general, like, all over the place. And then at some point, Thomas was like, you know what? I'm going to start going after other games. And now, a lot of times when he tweets, it's like, he'll make a good point, but the way he goes about it is like really aggressive. And sometimes he just like shit talks other games and stuff. And honestly, I think it's a terrible look. Like I'd much rather he just talk about game devs and stuff. I feel like he's not doing his gamer company any favors. Like I say, I'm not saying stop tweeting. I'm just saying you don't have to like poop on other games while you do it. And also, like, one other thing, like he was making fun of PoE 2. And he was talking about like what PoE 2 is, and I was just like fundamentally, it's like, no, dude, have you played PoE 2? And then he was using that information as a basis for his argument, and it's like, but that doesn't make any sense. So it's like, again, just unnecessary. Like, you don't need to. You can talk about your own game and your own mechanics and stuff, and not bring other devs down. So, yeah, that's all. I'm still following him, and like I said, the content of the messages is generally fascinating and interesting. So, but you know, I never like seeing that kind of stuff. It just seems so unnecessary. 5 bear pelts. I think we have this. Yeah, that's all. Tell me about the capital of the Dalriada. What do you think of Hafner's stance? Does the war make any sense?
War never makes sense. It is a tool for survival. Had I refused to wage war against the Foredwellers, humanity would never have survived on Avalon. So if Gurfhanna declares war on Camelot, Avalon will once again drown in
Dude,
blood.
I can't hear that dude's name without
But don't
hearing
ask me what I
Girthhammer.
think of it. Through your eyes,
What is wrong
I
with
see that Camelot is no longer the place I left behind.
Photobomb by Peepers? You know it. What did the capital look like in your time?
When I gave the forlorn swords to the tribes of the Dalrita, there was nothing of substance here. A few abandoned
Who is this, King
giant
Arthur?
caves,
Well, a part
the
of his soul in
occasional
us.
lone pillar,
You know, as you do.
nothing more. What stands now must have arisen after my time. And I must admit, I'm impressed with how they've made
That's
it
true,
their
Nuri.
own. Their resilience speaks for itself.
Man, I need a Peepers plushie. Is that a thing? I need a Peepers plushie. If that's not a thing, it should be a thing. Throwing that out there. Okay. Trying to decide where else I want to go in here. There we go. Perfect. How's this game been? Oh, dude, this game's... Now we're good. This game's been amazing. I've had a phenomenal time in this game. It has been legit awesome. Which one do I want to use? I may actually use that poison one. That poison one's pretty badass. I love that upward slash charge attack. That is completely awesome. How is there not a troll under this bridge? Sigh. When is Cohh getting off? We have some Abiotic Factor to watch. Is Abiotic Factor playing on the other channel? Oh, man. By the way, quick heads up. The system for Cohh is going in soon. I was going to do bear pelts, thank you. So we're going to be changing how Cohh works pretty soon. In a good way, I feel. But it's going to make it so it's going to be a lot easier to watch all of Cohh playthroughs on Cohh. And what we're essentially going to do is we are splitting up the day into 3 8-hour blocks. And the rerun will play 8 hours, and then it will play again at 8 hours. And then it will play again for the final 8 hours. And then the next day, it does the next 8 hours of the playthrough 3 times. And that way, you don't have to watch the Cohh channel 24 hours to follow a playthrough. So Barry said the system should be in by the end of the month, so in like a week or so. But yeah, it's gonna make it so like one of the biggest pieces of feedback we've been getting is I like the Cohh channel, but I literally can't follow a playthrough on it because it's playing 19, 18 hours a day. So we're fixing all that. It's gonna be awesome. So, yep. I'm very excited. This will also make it so playthroughs last 3 times longer. You're not always voting for new playthroughs, which also a lot of people are like, why am I even voting for a playthrough? I'm not gonna be able to watch barely any of it. So, yeah, we're addressing multiple things with this. I'm pretty excited about it. And of course, shout out and thank you to Barry. Couldn't do it without him. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay. Beautiful. Max health 25. That's sizable. Hell yeah, man. Barry cooking today? Barry's always cooking. Barry's always cooking. Rob says that means no more raids between channels then, yes? Oh, no. We'll still raid whenever Cohh is live. We'll still raid back and forth. Yes. The only thing that's changing is the blocks. But we absolutely will still move people to the live content and move back. Absolutely. Yes. That is still in the cards. But that does mean that there will be times where Cohh is on while this channel is on. So that will be a new thing. So that will be new. I think we're planning on doing an emote only mode when the CohhCarnage channel is live though. So that way the mods only have to focus on one channel. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then everything else is staying pretty much exactly the same. Ooh, damn, look at all that stuff. Now, what is this? Shrine Sellers. Let's check this out. My lord, that emote DDPHHH. I had to do a double check there. Okay. Zen says, I wonder how well these channels would run without Barry. I'll tell you right now, they wouldn't. It's the same answer I would give you for any of like my mod team. Yeah, this whole channel is very much a group effort. 40% extra crit damage. It's a lot. All damage you deal is now considered fire damage.
Nani?
I'll try it. I'll play your game. Excuse me, chat. I am so sick of being sick. I need to start taking, like, things to boost my immune system. I wonder if there's, like, a daily supplement I could take for that. Probably need to start looking at it. Is it flu season? No, this isn't the flu. Whatever this is, it's a sinus thing. I feel fine everywhere, but up here. Up here is... Yeah, I had the flu end of last year. That was fun. But no, this is just I get sinus infections like once every few months. Yep. This place is a little confusing. I think we're going this way? Yeah, here we go. Oh. The hell are you, dude? Oh. This guy's got some HP. Bam! That's right. Get out of here, bottomless. The greatest threat on a frozen mountain trail isn't the cold, it's hunger. The Dalriata speak of bottomless, a nightmare-given form driven by an endless appetite. This creature roams the icy waste of forlorn swords, devouring anything living it can find. Its body is a grotesque patchwork of its victims? Nani? Flesh and bone crudely grafted onto a frame neither human nor beast. Each piece it consumes fills a part of the emptiness within, yet the hunger never abates. Oh, it's like being married. For those who cross its path, there is no escape, only the fate of becoming part of its hollow, shambling form. Wow. Unless you kill it, apparently, and loot it for loot. Yeah. Oh. Matrons. Oh. We just did a main quest. I think this was our previous... this was our previous leader, wasn't it? Yep. I wonder if we just found the missing head of that tribe that the old guy told us about. Jezreel. Oh, yeah, dude. I used to use neti pots and stuff all the time. Yeah, it didn't help. Unfortunately. I know neti pots and stuff really help some people, and other people, they don't really do anything. Quiet Death. Oh, I thought that was a scythe. Got so excited. A Wild Dingus. Yeah, hey, real talk, just in case anyone actually does this.
At Jezreel, yeah, just be careful not to get a brain-eating amoeba when doing this.
Little bit of real talk here. Never, ever use a nasal flush with tap water. Never. Only use distilled water. Fresh distilled water. People die yearly doing nasal flushes with unpure water. What is a nasal flush? When generally you, like if you put water up one nostril and it comes out the other side, there's lots of different methods to doing it. But yeah, only use distilled water if you ever do like a neti pot or anything like that. People die from not doing it. The Crazy says, I died doing it once. See, right there. Look at that, right there in chat. Boom.
I died doing it once.
So you gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful. Yep. Great tip. It depends on where you live, Cohh. In most European countries, the water is clean enough. You know, that's great. That's super. I'd still use distilled water. I would still use distilled water. Because you said there, in most European countries, the water is clean enough. I don't like the word enough, and I don't like the word most when it comes to me dying from a brain-eating amoeba. Yeah, those are two words I would not like anywhere near that sentence. Yep. So, just probably best not to do that. Where's this go? Oh, this goes to the other side of that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Wow. What if that could be a little brighter? Jeez, look at that. Wait, can we get up here? I think we might be able to. Let's go see what's up here. Whoa! Other tribes claim their giants speak to them through visions or dreams, so why does our giant from the depths remain silent? Are we unworthy? They say the will of the Four Dwellers was that for the giants to obey them, but we sought to worship them. Why, then, has the Ancient One chosen not to grace us with his gaze? And since our tribe will soon turn away from our giant, we shall return to the embrace of Kaliak, hoping she will forgive our offense, our search for new gods. Wow. Can we get up here? I don't know if we can get up here, but we're going to try. Damn, where are we going? Oh. Oh, that's another bottomless. Oh, going in. I was going to say, I hope a all fire damage sword is going to be good against an ice queen. Turns out it was. That worked out well. Oh, excuse me, guys. Herp. Oh, this doesn't look, at all risky. What? This area's a little weird. Huh. Maybe there's a quest or something up here we don't have. We have a giant AoE that goes off around us every time we go in and out. Oh, God. Great. Despite being in full plate, that guy can somehow jump higher than most NBA players. So I actually used a potion that made me jump higher for 30 seconds. Okay. Whoa. Weird. Now where does this go? Dude, what the hell is this over here? Oh! I guess we're not doing that now. I don't even know what that is. All right, let's head up to where we were going. Let's go up here. This is just a little different way. Stop, Cohh, you are not playing right. I mean, that's fair, but to my credit, I never play right, so I don't know what you were expecting. Yeah. Beating bosses in side quests before you get them? Yeah, but we gotta explore. Ew, we gotta explore them, bro. Still gotta explore everything. Let's go. That blob attacked you, that's so rude. I know, I agree. What a dick, right? Ugh. Lurgay says, damn, I need to get this game. Yes. Yes, you do. This game's great. More importantly, I love supporting devs like this. The guys that made this seem pretty awesome. They learned and updated a huge amount of this game through the EA process, and it turned into something just awesome. So I gotta say, man, I am really, really excited to see what Questline comes up with over the next few years, because this has been such a great first entry in the immersive RPG genre. They really just did so well for their first one. Pretty great. No! Oh, I saw that earlier in chat. I was hoping that it was not confirmed. So they canceled the Prince of Persia remake? That sucks. I was actually looking forward to that. That's too bad. That's really too bad. I feel like that would have just printed money too. That's what a weird decision. What a weird I mean, I wonder if the game was in a bad place or something, but that would have just been a win. Like, that is a nostalgic game for, like, anyone over 30. So, that's really... Oh, they canceled a bunch of other stuff, too? I'm gonna have to get the list. Freaking Ubisoft, dude. I really... You know... I sometimes feel that gaming would be better off without that company. They've dropped the ball so many times, and they've screwed gamers so much and introduced so much negativity to our space. It's just like... I really wish they would just... There's so clearly a large amount of people at Ubisoft that are only in it for the money. They prove that all the time. I really just kind of hope that company falls under so all the talented game devs can go get, hopefully, better jobs where their passion will be more appreciated. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, dude. What's this? Cave by the Cliff. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's super weird when gaming development companies, it's really weird when any company that makes art becomes ruled by shareholders. Like, it's just so weird. Like, it's just such a backwards ass thing. Yeah.
Stop right there. I don't get many visitors. None I trust, at least. What do you want?
Capslider says, what would happen to all of Ubi's IPs if they went under? So if Ubisoft actually went under, then most likely what they would do is they would liquidate the company. Or they would either break the company apart or liquidate it. If they were to break it apart, then we would see like an Embracer Group style shattering, most likely, where we would see like studios get spun off in like genres and like creations and things. Maybe support studios get grouped together. But in terms of IP, it kind of depends, because unfortunately, like, they could just form up a company during dissolution to hold on to the IPs to then charge money for them later, which honestly sounds exactly like something Ubisoft could do. They could also try to sell the IPs, which I think would be the best for gamers, because then hopefully they'd go to a company that actually wants to make a good game out of them. But I mean, it's interesting because these days I have no idea. Like, there's so much kind of rot at Ubisoft that I don't know how bad it gets at the top. So you'd have to see. Yeah. Yeah, that company's rotten, dude. That company is full of people that don't care about games, and it's so obvious. Who are you? Who? I really want to know.
I don't care about your name, so don't waste time worrying about mine. Let's just say I'm someone who knows enough to stay alive despite the odds.
Nice. Did you know that you can feed stuff to your pet and make it amount? I have! Yes.
You ask too much, outsider. Some things are best left buried. Now, tell me why you're really here, or leave before someone less forgiving finds you.
Last thing I'm going to mention about Ubisoft. For anyone new or hearing this for the first time, please keep in mind that I'm only talking about the executives at Ubisoft. I actually have a lot of colleagues that work for various Ubisoft companies. They're kicking ass. A lot of them feel the same way I do. I would never talk about the rank and file about that. It's 100% the people steering the ship, and it's terrible. I'm looking for an adventure.
Nope. No adventure here. Just me, minding my own business. And I strongly advise you to do the same. Leave.
Yeah, there's a lot of very talented people. I mean, there's a huge amount of talented people at Ubisoft. It's the reason that they've survived this long. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, the decisions they keep making. Over and over and over and over. Trends are set in stone. No! Oh, okay, dude. All right. Am I gonna have to get a pitchfork and a torch?
The article says they might scrap the Black Flag Remaster 0. Oh.
You're gonna scrap the Black Master or the Black Flag Remaster and freaking finish Skull and Bones? What? Like, how dare you? What? We all wanted the Black Flag Remaster instead of your dumb game. Instead of that stupid, horrible game. And now you're not going to give us the Black Flag Remaster we all wanted instead of that junk? Ah! What are they doing? What are they doing? It's insane. Okay. All right, I'm done. Dude, that guy looks awesome. Yeah, that's like, oh. You know that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme where the guy's sitting there like, that's how I feel when I hear that. Like, can't comprehend the stupidity and greed. Okay. Can't accept it. It's not insane, it's a money thing. Bro, how? Okay, a Black Flag Remaster is essentially just an I win release. That's all it is. It's just an I win release. How would anyone not want to get that? Ooh. Yeah, dude. I'd buy 10 copies. Rude. Oh, glare. Hitting a target is a 5%. That's okay. 5%? Really? That's it? It's a little weird for this state of the game. According to a comment on Reddit, Black Flag isn't canceled, it's delayed. Good. Good. That's good news. Delayed's fine. Hey, delay it until it's good. Like, I would never argue for, like, delaying is fine. Delaying is 1000% okay. You're never going to hear me whine about a delay. Because if a game is delayed, most of the time, they're just making it better. Right? That's why things get delayed, to make them better. Gamers win when that happens.
Company, and I don't trust you.
Okay. Let's go. Is it a remake? I have no idea. I mean, unfortunately, companies throw around the terms remake and remaster. The companies don't even know what those terms mean anymore. So we can never really agree on that. Yeah. Oh.
At CohhCarnage, don't know if someone mentioned it, but Ubisoft is heavily restructuring the entire company into 5 main studios who will all have their own focus. Variety has an article, but no idea if I can post the link.
You can post it with a little bit of yeah, we're fine with links in chat if they're about what we're talking about. Just make sure you add some text to the link. So when you link the article from Variety, be like, this is the article about Ubisoft's disillusion, and we're fine. Yeah. Do you think there are remasters that lose money? Absolutely. Yeah, remastering a game, well, remakes especially, but remastering a game still takes resources. In some cases, a lot of resources, depending on how old the game is. So just like anything like that, it becomes, in money in, money out situation. So if there's like a game that's not very popular, and then they have to, redo the engine for it to work in new versions of Windows, that's expensive. And then if no one buys the remaster because it was kind of a niche game or something, then, that's a real consideration. But with a game like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I mean, that's a game you could still run on a current day system. I could go download Black Flag right now because I own it, right? So remastering that, like, it would depend on what their definition of remaster is. Are they remaking it in a new engine? Are they just like, what are they doing? Why is it being remastered? So at that point, it kind of depends. But if they're doing like a big graphic upgrade and stuff, then absolutely the cost benefit may not work out. Yeah.
Halt! No entry, outsider.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Rude. You sound just like Vron.
Compliments will get you nowhere.
Rude. What is this place?
You don't even know where you're trying to barge in?
You're either very brave or terribly stupid.
Why not both?
This is the village
Briar.
of the
Thank you,
Volker
bud.
tribe,
Nice.
and we don't need your kind wandering around, gawking like fools.
I want to gawk like fools. I'm just passing through.
Then pass through some other way.
I'm on here on behalf of the voice of the tribes.
And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsver. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
Madmen. Nice. Brian says, why am I not a VIP? Because you aren't a VIP.
You don't belong here. Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested.
Mater? Why does she want us to fight?
Mother is everything. Strength, purpose, the voice that guides us. And you're the trial she set before me. I won't fail her.
I wonder if I can beat this guy with a torch. Ooh, you're actually kind of beefy. Okay, fine, I'll take my sword out. Dude, he's got like a delay on his swing. Boom. Sorry, bud. Oh, what? Stealing? Awkward. I didn't even earn the stuff off him. That's rude. Elder Soul. Whoa.
The few points I've read regarding the Black Flag details are resynced, as they're calling it. They are redoing the combat to be more like the new games, removing the modern-day stuff, more focus on RPG elements and denser islands with the Anvil engine at CohhCarnage.
Okay, that's not a remaster. That's not a remaster. That is something different. And I don't know what that is exactly. So that sounds more like a remake. Yeah, that is a remake. And honestly, without the current day elements, almost a reboot. Damn, that is not a remaster. They're changing the combat system, they're updating the engine, they're changing what's in the world. Yeah, dude. No, there's nothing about that says remaster to me. Is that good or bad? I think it depends on how they do it. I think it could be awesome. To be blunt, though, I did like the combat system in Black Flag, so I'm not sure how I like those changes. But I like the more focus on RPG. I love it looking better. I mean, there's a lot of things about that sound like it could be great. I'm not adverse to a Black Flag remake. That's fine. I'm always willing to check stuff like that out. I'm gonna take all your fish. They're my fish now. This is a really nice house. Nice. Yeah, but Cohh, aren't you worried about Ubisoft? I mean, I'm always worried about Ubisoft. Of course. We all played Skull and Bones, dude. One of the biggest failures in gaming for a long time was that game. And it was basically their baby for a long time. Worse than Concord? Maybe. Maybe Skull and Bones is worse than Concord. The reason being because of how long it took Ubisoft to make Skull and Bones. I don't know how much they spent on it over the years that they did. And then it failed spectacularly, and they still tried to develop it. So, like, the amount of money that they spent on Skull and Bones over the years, I need to go outside and sleep. It very well could be a Concord. Yep. Benner asks, Skull and Bones is getting land combat with Season 3 this year? They're still updating that game? What? Hold on.
Skull and Bones development cost is reportedly enormous, with recent October 2024 reports citing figures between $650 million and $850 million over its decade-long, troubled
I need a
production,
source for that.
far exceeding initial
That's
estimates
insane.
of $120 minus $200 million, and contributing significantly to Ubisoft's financial issues despite its release in early 2024.
I knew it was bad. I didn't realize it was that bad. That's, I think that would firmly put it outside of Concord's. There's 284 players playing on Steam right now. I still need to see a source on that, but that's insane. That's insane. It's actually insane.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Engsvar, the chieftain of the Volkil tribe. What brings you here?
When I entered the village, one of the warriors challenged me to a duel.
Ah, Tyge. Tyge was a problem. The poor man had gone mad. He claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kind.
Little bit of real talk.
But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy.
Ouch.
It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Tyge's widow. It's best if you handle it. Offer her your condolences. And don't worry, she'll understand that it had to be done.
I kind of want to do this now before we do the main quest, because this sounds really crazy. One thing to keep in mind about Skull and Bones is it does use its own launcher. So there is a good chance that there's actually sizably more people playing Skull and Bones than on that. I mean, to be fair, there could be a lot more players. Yeah. I don't know how many there are. I don't know if they're public with that info. But, yep, something to consider. It's also on Xbox Game Pass. There you go. Also good info. So maybe, I mean, there'd have to be enough people playing it for them to continuing to develop it. So it would be interesting to know how many total players there are, though.
Oh, Tyge, what have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now?
Drought season is so 3 minutes ago. Now it's all about the flood. Water time.
Water time. I think I get like a water jug down here or something.
Oh! You startled me. Barging into a Dilrida woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you? I'm Helmi.
Oh.
Yes, Tyge was my husband. And I suppose I should thank you.
I'm sorry about the duel.
I'm only sorry that Tyge is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honourably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Dilrida think fighting a madman is dishonourable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Madder, help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tyge.
Ansgar sends his condolences.
He'd be the first I'd like to kill. But without my husband and without my calling, I don't know what would happen to me if they'd cast me out. Well, I'll manage somehow. I've survived one heartbreak with Meder. I'll survive another. Now, please, just leave me alone.
Pig was yelling that Mater ordered him to kill me. Do you believe that?
I don't believe Meder was speaking to him. And I know what I'm talking about. Before I got married, my greatest dream was to become the Volker matron. But I believe that he believed it. That's why they thought he was mad. If I had become a priestess, Tyge would still be alive. I would have loved him from afar, but at least he'd still be here.
You couldn't have predicted it. Don't blame yourself.
It's hard not to. Maybe there was something I could have done. Maybe I missed some symptoms, signs that his illness was getting worse. It's nice of you to try and comfort me, but I need to deal with my grief on my own. Though I'll admit, right now, I'd gladly kill half of my tribe. Especially those who refuse to grant him a good death.
You think Tig was mad?
Maybe he was. He definitely hadn't been himself lately. You see, my Tyge was never a particularly pious man. I sent him to appease Madr with an offering once when my health began to fail.
Uh-oh.
I won't lie. I was frustrated with my own weakness because going to the temple had always been both my duty and my joy. But Tyge went there because he loved me deeply. That's when it all started. I recovered, but he kept going to the temple. Sometimes multiple times a day.
Man found religion.
He said Madr was speaking to him and that it was his duty to listen to her.
Why was he visiting the temple so often?
He said the fate of our marriage and the fate of all the Volker depended on it. The problem was he started taking all the food we had and we began to go hungry.
Oh.
That's when the real arguments started.
Wait, what?
So what fate of our marriage was he even talking about?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it was such a stupid reason to fight. I should have gone with him, found out what he was talking about. But what's done is done. Tyge is dead.
I will go to the temple and maybe I'll find out what caused his symptoms.
Go ahead if you want to. I've been there myself, but Madr didn't say a word to me, as you can probably imagine. But who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe there really is something that reveals itself only to the chosen. If you find it, kill it for me. In Tyge's memory.
Oh, dude, are we going to go to this temple? And is there going to be like a frickin' some kind of weird, like, creature that took over? Oh, Lord. Okay. Hold on one second. Basco Kid says, have you ever heard of this game? And then link the game. And I can safely say I have never read that game before. Let me see what this is real quick.